What's up, nerd geeks and gamers alike? It's your boy Nerdy Nick, and this week we are going to do our very first proper retro review of the week. If that ain't a mouthful, I don't know what is. This week we're going to be reviewing a Konami classic, Contra, for the NES. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Welcome to the jungle, baby. This week's retro review of the week is none other than the NES classic, Contra. Contra, set in the 27th century, centers around Bill Reiser and Lance Bean, who are members of a special guerrilla task force named Contra. Their job? Stop the enemy aliens. All in time before dinner. Enjoy, folks. This game was developed and published by none other than Konami, who nowadays doesn't do a whole lot except make some gambling machines in Japan. Regrettably, of course, because Konami has some amazing titles in their catalog, just like Metal Gear Solid, Castlevania, just to name a few. This game is totally ideal in the couch co-op terms because of its run-and-gun style and shoot-'em-up ability. It's very much a game that you can just sit down and play with your friends on a rad Saturday morning while you got the, good old cartoons playing on in the background and playing Contra side by side with your best pal right before you hit the jumps on your bikes. And folks, you've been warned. This game is not for the faint of heart. Not only back in the day was it uber violent, it is also a very tough game. One hit kills, I mean, you don't really come across that too often. Especially beating the game without using the infamous Konami code. You only have 3 lives. While extra lives can be conjured up and earned, this game does you no favors. I mean, no favors as far as getting the difficulty down. You can, of course, use that totally infamous Konami code, that up, up, down, down, left, right, B, A, select, start, and gain yourself an extra 30 lives. For me, I definitely need those 30 lives. As you can tell by my gameplay, I'm not the best at this game. I can always start off real strong, but stage after stage, this game mixes it up and throws you some curveballs. As you can see, this game doesn't just stick with the side-scrolling platforming formula. You also get a really cool over-the-shoulder experience after every other stage with these corridor, near FPS stages here. It sends you down a very different path from what you've been used to, and it's a welcome challenge. And to be honest, while certain angles of bullets go a different way than you'd expect, it is a very fun addition to the gameplay. Speaking of additions to the gameplay, you do get power-ups. And man, let me tell you what, some of these power-ups happen to be the best power-ups in any game. And we'll get to that special one in a minute here. So, to start off with the power-ups, what you do is you shoot these falcon-shaped letter icons, which will appear on the walls, and you also have little I'll call them like a care package that fly over you and sometimes below you as well. You can shoot those, and those will emerge power-ups. And these power-ups we can talk about are the laser gun, which if you hold and press the fire button, you'll get an extended laser, and it'll shoot across the screen. Whereas if you just tap the fire button over and over again, you're not going to get that full shot across the screen, and you're just going to get a very short laser that extends just right in front of you. You also get a flame power-up, which is a pretty helpful kind of twirling like motion of fire that shoots out of your gun and goes across the screen. You also get the machine gun, which is a rapid fire succession power up, and it also increases the size of the bullets in your gun. And my personal favorite, and I think this is the best power up of any video game, is the spread option. The spread gun. Spread? Oh my gosh, I don't even know where to start with spread. This thing is just so awesome because it fires in, I think, 4 different directions and can clear an enemy wave on your screen in like 2 taps. Spread, once you have spread, you do not want to let it go. You will do everything you can to make sure you don't die. Because I tell you what, there's been times where I've died and I have spread and I'm right before a boss and then I don't have it. Oh. And that's where the Konami code comes in handy. Boss levels are always challenging, but always a fun and welcome challenge. And it's those challenges that really remind you that this is better played as a couch co-op game, because there are always multiple targets to hit on a boss, and if you're lucky, it's just the boss by itself. But again, with those multiple targets on the boss, it is way easier to play and beat couch co-op mode for sure. If you're a collector for the NES, Contra gives you that nail-biting, heart-pounding, action thrill ride you've been looking for. So there you have it, folks. The retro review of the week, Contra by Konami for the NES. I want to say thank you for watching this video. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And I want to hear your input too. So go ahead and leave a comment down below if you've ever played this game or are looking forward to playing it. Make sure to pick your copy up of Contra on the NES at Game Trader of Tucson, located at the corner of Grant and Silverbell in the Safeway Plaza, right next to Safeway. And when you go, tell them Nerdy Nick sent you. They'll definitely take care of you. Alright guys, until next week, Nerdy Nick out. Actually, we're gonna go ahead and fast forward and cut to the boss fight. Alright guys, take it easy.